It's just like the water. I ain't felt this way in years. It's just like the water. The water. I ain't felt this way in years.
We should definitely go along with the plan for the 40-story luxury apartment buildings in Brooklyn. That'll bring more publicity, maybe more famous people who come, visit Brooklyn, and it'll probably be a good tourist attraction for people to go to.
I would like to argue with the residents, because they say that they're gonna get kicked out of their homes, but I feel that they have no evidence of any kind, or no documentation stating that they're gonna get kicked out yet. So like nothing has been said yet.
We don't really need evidence to say that we're gonna get kicked out of our homes, because due to all the luxurious things that's gonna come to the waterfront, a lot of people are gonna start coming and they're gonna raise prices. And so they're cutting down some of our homes, and so due to that, oh my gosh, due to that.
For the community, because many people are going to be kicked out of their houses, just so that more high, well-paying people can come in.
To do an awesome job of picking up on what the last person said and trying to use that against them. Be careful that you only argue what the resolution says. The resolution doesn't mention a community center. Now, you have every right to mention that a community center would be a working alternative, but in doing so, you need to say that this resolution is unacceptable to us because it doesn't include the things that we would want to be there.
Are you telling me that they need a contract to keep everything?
Spaces for the public?
And I think people that come who live there, who come to visit. Yeah, tourists.
Okay, so you want, and why would you want kind of tourists coming to your development?
So like if they come there the first time they like it, they're gonna want to bring them back.
The positive aspect of the 40-story luxury buildings are it should be built because the United States is growing, and the more people coming in is the more space they need. So the building that they're trying to build will be good for the community because more people could be moving in, and it's growing and the space is limited. So it would be better for us to build it. And one of the next.
They're divided up into groups. They've decided on the different components that they're going to do with the waterfront development, and they're going through the actual application of building models.
Thank you.
And they're at a scale of approximately 1 centimeter equals 10 meters. So each of these boards would be about a mile or so, a kilometer and a half of waterfront. And what's funny is what these guys come up with are a lot of the same stuff that the actual planners of developments like Battery Park City or Atlantic Yards, the same kind of stuff.
You learn different ways of talking to people, and you get to be on both sides. So one side you're debating for the cause, and another way you're debating is against it. So I like doing that because it's both ways, and you get your opinions through, and people hear your thoughts. And in our class right now, we're building a structure for the waterfront. So I like this project because we get to put our ideas into it, and since everybody has their ideas going through, maybe our ideas will get through to someone else, and maybe some of our ideas will get put into the action what we're doing. And I think they're connected. They are connected because our opinions go to what the debate is all about. Because some people don't want the Esplanade, and some people do want them, and some people want housing, and some people don't. So all of our opinions are going together with everything.
A walk? A mall.
In front of a waterfront,
Nice.
beach, or just a river or something like that.
Nice. And who's going to come to your waterfront area?
Many people.
Many people? Is it going to be open to everyone? Awesome.
A haunted house for Halloween.
A seasonal place.
Starbucks is gonna roller coaster that goes in and out the water.
Who do you think is most likely to want to come to your particular waterfront?
Teenage, everybody, all kinds.
Mostly tourists.
So there will be daycares.
There will be daycares as well.
Yeah, tourists.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, the neighborhood council and housing residents. As a developer, I am pro-resolution. I am for the resolution because according to the New York Times, the Brooklyn waterfront will have a park like Esplanade. Would this be nice for the children? Well, I think so. The park will be free of charge. Also, the 40-story luxury apartment buildings will be very inclusive.
Will all the affordable housing that you're planning be on the waterfront? Will someone of a low income strata be able to also have a view of Manhattan with your project? Or will you be building housing away from the waterfront? Any developer can answer that.
The houses are affordable with the rich 40-story luxury apartment, so it can be all together, so we can match and mix together, because there's like no difference between us, because we the problem is about people that went to college and get not money enough, but that doesn't mean nothing for live in the same community.
So you're gonna have a mixed community.
Startup, that has nothing to do with us. If they decide to raise up their prices, that's because they're trying to gain money for their company. As the developers and union workers, we're just starting it. We're just trying to start it for us. So if they maybe a company decides, hey, maybe I don't want to be selfish, let me make my prices lower. That's on them. That has nothing to do with us.
Okay.
We believe that building luxury public parks and Esplanade is just a waste of money. We don't need no 40 luxury-story apartments. What about us residents? Don't we have a say in this? After all, it's our home that's being destroyed. What's going to happen to us? Thank you.
Are this apartment open to everybody in New York City or even out of the city? And do you have any apartments that are going to be rent stabilized, or are they going to be a market rate?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Danny Hernandez, and I represent the developers. And I want to clarify that according to the New York Times article, 20% of the luxury 40-story luxury apartments will be affordable to people, to lower income, to people that can't afford the money for the apartments. So 20% of those apartments will be to low income, and the rest of it will be to high income. Thank you very much.
Y'all people trying to make Brooklyn something that is not. Like in Brooklyn, it's the little things that count. We don't need a luxury apartment building 40 stories. If you look outside, you can tell that the little things count. Face the camera outside. Face it. Look around there. There's a little thing that counts in Brooklyn. Come on, go a little more closer. You see that? You see the beautiful dirty buildings over there? That's the little things that count. See the beautiful graffiti over there? It's the little things. Why we need 40-story luxury apartments for? See, that's our luxury apartment right there. And you said put us on welfare and all that stuff. Would you put your mama on that?
Resolution, because we think that everyone should get a chance to live wherever they want and a chance to express themselves no matter what their income is. And I don't think that it is fair for for a community to build for only wealthy people when everyone should be included in this, so.
See? So the economic strength of one community is the downfall of another community. And that is happening in Bushwick as we speak. And I want to close with saying that I think this is fantastic. I'm very motivated. I am refreshed to see that in the future we will have young activists serving our community from what I learned here today. It could be done in any language. We have to protect where we live.
For the environmentalists, again, you stood up and you did your opening statement and you were able to present why it was you were against it, which is really good. Right off the bat, I think we knew where you stood. The increased traffic, pollution, garbage, sewage, some of the things that you had mentioned, and the need and the subsequent need of the city to have to hire all these new people, like sanitation workers, to deal with all of the problems. And that's a good, good way to present your argument of what the problem is and what other impacts that may come about.
Just like the water, I felt this way in you.
I'm also really proud that you're doing something really authentic. Anybody want to take a chance and define authentic for me? Authentic.
Oh, come on, that's one of our words.
It's the same word in Spanish too. Yes, yes sir. What does authentic mean? Yeah, but what does it mean? What does authentico mean?
Being original and real.
Original and real. It's real. Right? This is real. This is an authentic project. Okay? This is a